going on, guys? So, I made a video exactly like this, but unfortunately, I accidentally deleted it. So I'm just gonna make another video like this. So, and the topic is gonna be: are there any good women out there? And everybody's gonna believe differently, especially men. Some men are gonna be like, oh, there are plenty of good women out there. Some men are gonna be like, I mean, they're out there, but there is not as much. And some of them, they're gonna be like, I don't think so. And I believe that there's no good woman out there. And why I'm saying this is this because like every woman these days, they just act the same. And if you notice that the way they talk, the way they act, the way they behave, the way they dress, they're all the same, man. Like it doesn't matter what race they are, what ethnicity they are, what color they are, where they're from, what's their background, what's their education level, all that stuff. It doesn't matter. They're all the same, and they all want the same type of men. All of them want the same type of men. Um, if there are any good women out there, then how come you have men like me who've been alone for over a decade? If you have good women out there, why do we have all these stuff? Why do I have all these incels? Why do I have men that killing each other? Why do I have men that they're just they have anger issues because they never had a woman, or they always been rejected? And that's another thing. If there are good women out there, why so many men get rejected? Right? That doesn't make sense. And a lot of women gonna be like, oh, not all women are the same. Not all of us are not the same. But guess what? One thing I learned is that when a girl says like not all of us are the same, there are the same women that are like that. Okay? Because I was friends with this girl, and we were talking about girls and all that stuff, and I was telling her. I mean, we were just friends, So I didn't care. I knew she wasn't giving me any chance and all that stuff, but you know, and she wasn't attracted to me at all. But I was saying like, you know, all women are just want the same type of guy, and then she was like, oh, that's not true. That's not true. Not all of us are like that. I'm like, really? If and this is what I just said in my mind. I'm like, if not all of you are like that, then you will give me a chance, right? I didn't tell that in her face, but I just kept it to myself because if I didn't want to tell her in her face, so she would be like, oh my god, I'm so like, she's a goddess, I'm just so low, because you never have to say that, you never have to say something that that kind of a stuff in a girl's face, because she's gonna think like she's so hot, she's so hot shit. And I try not to curse, but by the way, so yeah, I mean, she was the same girl, that she was telling me, oh no, all girls are the same, but she literally she was like talking about some other guy that she had a crush on, like this good looking tall guy, she had a crush on. And then she was telling me, oh, not all of us are like that. Okay, all right. So if you telling me this, but you're the same as the other girls, so that really, I couldn't figure that out. But anyways, women are really good at liars, very good liars. And they're really good at deceiving men, especially if they see that you're a guy that you don't have no options, you're not getting girls like that, you don't have no girls around you, and she's the only one that you're talking to, oh, they for sure got you. They got you. You know, they're gonna manipulate you, and they're gonna lie to you. They're gonna gaslight you. They're gonna give you. They actually, like, you know what? Most women, most women who you are friends with, low key, they don't want you to get another girl, bro. And that's pretty sad, because, like, just because they don't find you attractive, they don't want other women to find you attractive as well. So if you have like a very slim chance of you getting a girl, like another girl besides that girl that friend zoned you, she's gonna do anything in her power to so you don't achieve that. So be really careful of the female friends that you have, bro. I'm telling you, female friends are they're not your friends, bro. They're worse than your enemies. They're not there to help you, bro. They're there so you can help them. You know, that's when you're friends with a girl, everything is one-sided, just like some relationships. But I'm just saying, like, when you are friends with a girl, that means like she's expecting everything out of you, and she doesn't want you to expect nothing out of her. That's just how it is, man. That's just female friends for you. But anyways, so me personally, like, I really don't believe that there are any women that are different, like any good girls out there. Even these so-called religious girls, even these so-called Christian girls, I don't believe there's any different than the uh, girls at the club or the strip clubs. I really don't believe that, bro. Like, they're the same, and I'll tell you why. Because a girl, right, like, goes to the club and stuff like that, who's a stripper and all that, she already tells the world that who she is. But the girl that goes to the church, she wants to hide her bad image by going to the church. Okay? And she's going to the church to make everybody believe that, oh, she's a good girl, she's clean, she's a God-fearing woman, when the whole time she was no different than straight up like 3 or 4. Yeah, like a lot of men think like, oh, my girlfriend is so religious, she's so clean, she only had sex with me and not no other men. I'm tell you something, man. If you believe that, if any men believe that, I mean, you're just a fool. You're just a fool, because you never know that what that girl did. You never know. She probably slept with her pastor. She probably slept with the other guys that were at the church. You know, she probably find somebody that was attractive, because there's so many guys go to church, man. So many guys go to church to find girls. They're not going there to like pray and because they wanna get closer to God. They don't want that. They don't want that crap. All they want is to find another girl over there. That's what I'm saying, you know. And what I'm thinking is that the girls that go there, they already notice like everything over there. They already know like which guy is desirable, which guy they should give a chance to, you know. And they don't care. Like, I'll be honest with you, like, most girls who are Christian, they don't care having having sex before marriage. They don't care about that. They will do it. They will have sex before marriage. They will have sex with multiple men before getting married. I can guarantee you that. Okay? Because I've seen it. And a lot of men don't believe this. A lot of men be like, oh no, it's not like that. You know, just like you're just talking out of your rear end and all that stuff. Okay, I'm talking out of my rear end, but you never seen this stuff. You just wanna be delusional? Okay, so be it. Be delusional. So if there are any good girls out there, how come there are so many good guys that are single? Why is that? See, women, I don't care if they're good women, right? I don't care. Because just because she's a good girl, that doesn't mean that she's gonna automatically want a good guy. Okay? And I strongly believe that because I met these so-called good girls, right, before. And they obviously saw that I was a good guy, right? And they didn't want to even give me the slightest chance. They didn't want to talk to me. They didn't want to be around me. They didn't want to be near me. Why? Because I was a good guy. You know, these good girls, these nerdy girls, these gamer girls, they want chats. They want Tyrones. They want thugs. They just want like douchebags. You know? So a lot of men think like, oh, because she's a good girl, that means like she's gonna avoid all these bad men. No, she's gonna avoid the good men. That's how they are. They're gonna avoid the good men because like a woman's mindset is the same, bro. It's the same. Women think like, I don't care if she's obviously if she's a hood rat or she's a 3 or 4, obviously she's gonna avoid a good guy, right? And a lot of men think like, oh, okay, what about the good girls? Good girls for sure they're gonna want good guys. There's no way. I'm gonna tell you why. Because obviously the 3 or 4s think good guys are boring and lame and they're undesirable, they're ugly, whatever. Same thing with the good girls. They think like good men are lame, or they're like they're lame, they're undesirable, they're boring, all that stuff. Same thing, bro. Just because a girl is boring doesn't mean that she's gonna go with a boring guy. That's not at all, bro. Not at all. Like, I've seen it with my own 2 eyes that if you're a guy, right? If you're a good guy, even though if you're exciting, even though you're not boring, even though you're not lame, but just you being a good guy, right? These girls are gonna avoid you like a plague. They're gonna avoid you like a volcano. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna avoid you like a 24,000 volt power. I'm telling you, bro. They're gonna avoid you like that. Because like as soon as that label, as soon as they sense that you're a good guy, that's it. That's a wrap. I don't care if your life is great. I don't care if you're not boring. I don't care if you're done great things. I don't care. Because they don't care. They don't care about that. As soon as they see like you're a good guy, that's it. If you're not a bad guy, if you're not a thug, if you're not one of these guys that go to sit in front of a judge getting life sentence, if you're not one of these guys that constantly committing crimes and beating women up, if you're not one of these guys, I'm sorry, you're gonna be single for a while. Yeah. And don't expect like any woman give you a chance. Don't expect like when you go into public, women give you smiles and stuff like that. What they're gonna frown you, they're gonna give you dirty looks, they're gonna look in your eyes, and they're gonna speak with their eyes like you shouldn't be here. Okay, that's what they're gonna do, bro. Like I've seen it many times. You know, if there are good women out there, why like some men are invisible? If there are good men out there, why the good guys are invisible? Why guys why guys that don't fit the description, they're just a ghost. They're just a ghost to them. If there are any good guys out there, why you have short men cannot get girls? Right? Why they all want the tall guy, right? Like, why they don't want to give a short guy a chance? It's because of the negative stereotypes. It's because they think like short guys are undeserving. They should treated like crap. They should be alone. they should suffer. They should see other people happy, but not themselves. They women think like these guys are deserve to get used and tossed to the side and get, like I said, get treated like crap. So this is the thing, man. Like, and I know like some a-hole is gonna jump out of nowhere like, oh, there are plenty of short men out there with beautiful women, man. What the fuck are you saying, man? Like, okay, I don't want to hear that, man. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to know their situation. You gotta go ask them why. Okay? So don't come at me with all these nonsense. If there are good girls out there, why some guys are struggling in dating? Why some guys they never stood a chance? Why some guys are always getting ghosted? Why some guys are always being invisible? Why some guys always they have to go to an empty apartment after a long day of work? Why some guys on the weekend, instead of going out with a girl, all they do is just lock themselves in a room like myself and just coping, If there are any good girls out there, why, like, the guys that don't have so-called game and swag, they always should be alone? Like, I don't get it, man. If there are good girls out there, why when they go on online dating, they send messages, they don't hear nothing back? Why they can't get a match here? They can't get looks match. They can't get their looks match, bro. They can't even get a girl that is the same look as them. They can't get a girl even below their looks match. Why is that? A lot of guys be like, oh bro, if you go for an ugly girl, if you go for a fat girl, if you go for a girl that has a mustache and all that stuff, she's gonna treat you great. She's gonna treat you great because she doesn't have as much as options. Well, I'm gonna respond to that. That's a bunch of bull-faced lie. Because even these girls who are fat, who have a mustache, who they're ugly, who they have health problems, who are single mothers, even these women, they act like they're 10s. Okay? These women, they act like they're Victoria's Secret models. Sad to say, yes, they think like that. Why? Because there are so many freaking men in their DMs telling them like how beautiful, how gorgeous they are, even though they're not. I know beautiful women get all those DMs. I know that. But these single moms, these obese women, these fat women, these ugly women, they get a bunch of messages from men too. Yeah, they do. They freaking do. And and they, in their mind, they be like, oh, I have so many men chasing me, so why should I go for my looks match? So let's say a girl who's like a 4 out of 10, she doesn't want to go out with a guy who's a 5 out of 10. She wants to go out with a guy who's like 8 out of 10, a 9 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? It's all because of their ego. It's all because of like these men inflate their ego by constantly complimenting them, telling them like, you're perfect the way you are, you can't do no wrong, and all that stuff. Okay? If there are any good girls out there, why they don't want to hold accountability? Why they just like keep on doing wrong things? Why they keep on like doing spiteful things, like cheating? If there are any good girls out there, why so many of them are cheating? right? Why they're not faithful? So women are only faithful to men who they find attractive. They are only faithful to the men that they know is no good for them. They're only faithful to men that is gonna cheat on them. They're only faithful to a man that they know he has other options. He gets other girls. Women are faithful to the men that are trads, bro. Like, if you're not any of these men that I described, I'm sorry, you're gonna get cheated on. I don't care if you get with a good girl, because there's no such thing as good girl. I'm sorry to say this. So if there are any good girls out there, why they always go for convicts? Why they go for criminals? Why they go for all these men that do bad stuff? Why they do for these men that rob people, that offing people? Why they go for these men that, walking around trying to intimidate other men, right? Caught up with the shootouts and all that stuff. Why is that? Because, like I said, there's no such thing as good girl, bro. Sad to say, but it is what it is. This is the world that we're living, And yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say, to be honest. Like, it's just like, this whole good girl thing is just a bunch of BS, bro. There's even though, like, let me tell you something, bro. Even though if you find a fucking crust again, but even though if you find a girl, right, that you think like she's faithful, she's great, she's awesome, she treats you right, guess what? Within a matter of minute, she can change. She can be a demon, because she can, because she was putting up front, she was acting, because a lot of girls do that. A lot of girls, they act. So, I'll be honest with you, like, most girls, when they see like you're a guy that has no options, they're gonna put in the front to get you in, so they can use you and manipulate you. But after a while, their true face or their true nature is gonna come to display, And a lot of guys be like, whoa, my girl wasn't like that, I don't know why she became like that. Well, it's because of the nature, bro. Female nature. That's why. And female nature even goes to your mom, to your grandma, to your auntie, to your sister, to all those stuff. Female nature is universal, So just because you think your mom is great, doesn't mean that female nature doesn't exist. Your mom, guess what? You don't do something for her, right? She's asking you to do something. You don't do something for her, right? She's gonna be like, okay, don't worry. A couple times, you're gonna tell her like no and all that stuff, right? Guess what? One day, she's gonna do something. She's gonna get revenge, bro. Like, one day, she's gonna do that, bro. Let's say, you're not contributing nothing to your household, right? Let's say like you're not paying rent, or you're not paying bills, right? After a while, your mom is gonna get tired of you, bro. Like, and then she's gonna kick you out. She's gonna be like, well, there's the door, get your stuff and GTFO. That's what she's gonna do. She's your mom. Like, she has to take care of you, but no, she's just not gonna do that. That's how it is, So like I said, females are the same. It doesn't matter if your family member is your mom. Like, none of that matters. Females are all the same. They're all the same. They can be great for a while, but after that, they're gonna show their true nature. They're gonna show their true color. You just have to give it a time, and you're gonna see it. You're gonna see it. But anyways, I think I've said what I need to say, and I'm actually starting to ramble. So I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one, and hope you guys doing great.